how do we bridge the gap from where our clients are, where they want to be? How do we bridge that gap and get our clients to really stand out and come see that what you have to offer is the solution for them? In today's episode of PETV, I'm going to share with you how do you bridge the gap. There's 2 ways specifically. First things first, though, guys, tap that bell and subscribe below. You never want to miss an episode or an opportunity to learn simple sales strategies to take your leads from cold to close and finally master sales online. My name is Keaney. I'm a sales ninja marketing mentor for high-achieving coaches and VAs that want to ditch hustle and have a 6-figure scale in their online businesses by mastering their sales skills. So today, guys, I want to talk about the 2 top ways to bridge that gap in the industry, become the lead and expert in your niche, and eliminate competition. So the first things first, when it comes to bridging the gap, the very first thing that you want to be doing is helping identify for your clients where they are versus where they want to be, right? And this is the thing that has to happen because your client is at point A. Your client wants to be at point B. You are the gap in between that. Your services, your program, your offer, your expertise is the gap between that, right? So they're at point A. They're trying a lot of things. They're doing a lot of things. They've probably made investments. They've probably done quite a bit to try and solve their problem to get from point A to point B. Whatever they've been doing on their own to this point has not worked for them. Hence the reason they're still at point A, right? So they have a problem and what they need is help solving it. But people are not just going to invest in solving a bunch of their problems. You have to stand out and really show them you're at point A and you want to get to point B. I actually have the exact path, solution, step, process, methodology to get you right there. You need to not only be able to show them that, but articulate it so they can literally see you know exactly how to get them there. Okay? So your client is at point A. They want to get to point B. Your job is to get so good at talking about their 1, 2, 3, or 4 or 5 steps, 3 to 5 steps that you're going to take them through to get to point B. They need to actually hear you talk about it. They need you to walk them through that so they can actually see that you have a proven path. You have a process. If you just say, oh yeah, you're struggling with sales. Oh yeah, I can help you with that. That's not going to cut it, right? Oh, you want to lose weight? Yeah, I'm a weight loss coach. I can help you lose weight. That's not enough. There's a billion people out there that do what you do. So somehow you have to stand out. And the best way to bridge that gap is to show them, I get where you are. You're at A. I was there once too. You want to get to B. That's where I am now. Here's exactly how I did it. I have a proven path system. Let me walk you through exactly what you and I will do together that's going to move you from point A to point B. You need to show them that you're the person. You are the thing that's going to get them to that destination, okay? That's the first part of bridging the gap. So number 1, you need to know what that looks like. You need to map out those steps. I really recommend like 3 to 5 steps. Anything more than that is a little much for them to wrap their head around. So keep it really simple. Only include what they absolutely have to do to get there. Don't worry about the fluff and the sexy butterflies and all the bells and whistles. Just do what you got to do just to get them there in the most simple, fastest, direct path possible. Second part is you need to know how to articulate it. You've got to get good and practice and learn how to talk about that in a really concise, simple way they can wrap their head around. It doesn't sound overwhelming. It doesn't sound like it's going to be another 5-hour, to their week task. Remember, people are busy. So you need to get really good at talking about it in just a minute. And you need to learn how to articulate it in a way they can wrap their head around and be like, oh my God, that's exactly what I need. Let's do this. That's the first part. Now, the second part of bridging the gap is where you have to explain what you do, why you do it, and why they should care. This is the other part. You could show them your path. You could walk them through that in the most concise way, but they still might come back and say, well, that's all good. Sounds great, but like, why not keep doing what I'm doing? Or why not wait until next year? Or why not do this strategy over here that this person told me about? That sounds simple. That sounds really fast. Seems like everybody's doing that. Why not just do that? This is the other part where you need to get people to buy into your methodology, to buy into your way of doing what you do. Because there are other people that do what you do. And we all do it differently. We all have our own little ways and strategies that we believe in and that have worked for us and that work for our clients and that we teach, right? So what you have to do, that second part, is you've got to explain your way, your methodology. That's part 1 of bridging that gap. But now they're going to say, well, why not just keep doing this? Why not just follow this path? Or why not do what this person over here is doing? Like, why your way? And why now? So this is where you have to go into why you do what you do, the way that you do it, and why you feel this is the way they should go. This is the direction. This is the best way. This is the best path for you, right? Now you have to go in, and this is where you've got to have the value and the belief behind the work that you do. Because this is where you have to sell your way, your methodology, right? And this is probably one of the hardest parts that I have seen in the industry. My clients have had this as one of the biggest challenges. And a lot of the people I talk to, this is their biggest challenge, is they just don't know if their work is that valuable. And they're not behind their process and their way quite as much as they need to be. And so when it comes to articulating that and explaining to people in a very confident, clear, concise way, why you over somebody else, they struggle, they get tripped up. So get behind your process, your 3 to 5 steps, get behind that. Dial those in and lock it in. Get really, really behind it. Know that your work is valuable. And it really helps if you stay in your zone of genius and you only focus on what you're really good at, that you know works. It worked for you. It worked for your clients. If you're veering off in all kinds of different directions, this part's going to be challenging. Okay. And then what I want you to do is really look at getting some practice talking about what you do and why you do it and why you believe that your people should invest in your process, your methodology, and your ways over your competitor or somebody else or what they're doing right now or what other people are telling them to do. You got to really get behind the work that you do and own it, no matter who agrees with you, no matter who believes in it. And no, nobody's going to believe in it and be behind it as much as you are. You got to be okay with that, but you've got to get to a point where you can articulate and clearly talk about that in a way that your people, they feel your emotion and your conviction to what you do, and they buy into it as well. This is what's going to make that sales process easy, okay? All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope this is helpful. Go off and look at those 2 things. Make sure that you're really making sure you are bridging those concisely and clearly and consistently in every single message that you are having, every conversation you're putting out there, all of it. Make sure it is in true alignment and you feel totally behind this. Let me know how it goes. I'm curious to hear what your takeaways are from doing this exercise. I'll see you guys in the next PETV.